Good night, everyone. This is Samuel Lombardo, the CEO and Executive Director of SL Models and Talent Agency LLC. Let your light shine and unleash the artist within. There is some news that I want to bring to your attention. Um, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, but I'm going to talk a little bit about the auction house and the type of work that's going to be intended for that. I'm also going to talk more about SL Models and Talent Agency LLC and what we will be looking for this point in time. And our collaboration, I want to bring our sponsors on board as well in relations to SL Models and Talent Agency LLC. But first, I want to do a real quick recap. I've noticed that there are many people on Facebook, that's correct, where I'm sharing my videos on Facebook on my friends list that are liking it. I want you to actually subscribe to the YouTube channel and keep up to date and actually take the time to listen to the valuable information that I'm providing, because it is extremely important, the information that I am providing, that you would need to know in relations to the entertainment industry and the laws relating the industry. Okay, none of this stuff am I actually making up. And as a matter of fact, the entertainment industry is still at least a decade behind schedule when it comes to like things like copyright law, trademark law, the whole online scenario too, because we're looking at we're in a new phase, as you do know, with the COVID-19 response. So, pandemic that we are dealing with these days. So there's a whole lot going on, and so now that I'm done with that, I just wanted to let you know that there's a subscribe button. There's also a notifications button. Click that, as well as right underneath you will see the like button. We want to know exactly what you enjoy about the videos and the improvements. Of course, I am working on some very big improvements, such as actual activities that I want to do with the channel relating to the entertainment industry. So it's not just going to be me sitting here doing cold reads or just raw at it, conversations. We're going to do some improv shows and things like that. So I would definitely like you to subscribe for sure, for sure. Okay, so let me bring to your attention a few things that are going to be happening. So as a top priority with SL Models and Talent Agency, with the pandemic going on, we know that safety is a #1 priority. And so the PPE is going to be very important. Now, what do I mean, and how am I going to be able to address PPE with open calls that we are doing? It is just like anything else that is going to happen, okay, that you will actually present yourself, but you're going to have a face mask on until it is your turn to actually audition. Now, we have also mentioned that we will be doing 5 groups of 5. It will most likely end up being 3 groups of 5, because right now we have 3 top photographers that are going to be in New Jersey that we're going to have our open call. and we're going to do three groups of 5 people at one time, spaced out about 6 feet, and the rest will be standing on the outside of the venue space, 6 feet apart, in groups of, say, like 5 to 10 people, depending on how many people will show up. Now, space is limited to very few seating, and because of this space being limited to the seating, if you want to purchase a ticket, we are going to be doing a small nominal fee of $25 if you would like to actually see the full open call. It will be a $10 fee to our open live stream of the open call, including hair and makeup stylists who will actually be doing a live streaming at the same time that the live stream is going on with the open call. Then we're also going to have an individual, one of our agent representatives, Christy. She will actually be working on online auditions that will be happening during the time of the live streaming of both the open call, red carpet open call, and the live streaming of the hair and makeup stylist for each of the individuals wanting that service. Now, I want to make it also very, very clear since the hair and makeup artist is not charging a fee to the agency, it is their own fee, so it has nothing to do with the agency. It will be $35 for hair and makeup styling, and that it does help for at least the hour that you would be there, but we could only allow so many at one time, so therefore it will probably only be good enough for one style and one round of makeup artistry. Now, if you want to leave with a fine-tuned makeup and hairstyle, they do have that availability for $65. And you can actually get it in any style that you want, as well as the makeup in any way that you want to do it. But it has nothing to do with the agency. It's just a side service, like a sidekick for the hair and makeup artist, instead of will be working with us. However, there will be a $30 hair and stylist fee from the hairstylist, okay, who will be working on the hair and makeup of the artist before walking the red carpet open call. Then for the seating of individuals, we're charging a nominal fee of $25 because we need to make sure that those seats will be full, but that we cannot overextend, because we had events in the past where no one showed up, and that's fine, and we had like the artists showing up to do the open call, and then we had events where there was just too much, and we couldn't, and this is even before the actual pandemic, that we just didn't have the space to be able to hold everybody, so we would turn people away. So now we're going to do online through Eventbrite reservations, and they will be $25. So that's the purpose of that, okay? And I think we could get at least up to 150 people in the particular spot that we're talking about. We're going to have more information on the exact address once the details are done with the contract relating with them, because we want to get this ready. And then our collaboration, our big thing right now, Discover Me Showcase. So Renee Lacey is heading the Discover Me Showcase. I will be, once I get the links to that, I will definitely share them below the videos from here on out. But she is also doing an online training starting September 17th. There are payment plans available. It is a now you can become a member of Cameo Models International if you'd like. I'm going to try to work a collaboration with her where members of SLMTA could actually get a discount as well relating to the training for a Discover Me Showcase. But from what I understand, or as it looks, it's $997 with payment plans available, or you could pay in full. And it's going to be 9 weeks of very, very good training coming from a number one of the leading industry educators, Renee Lacey, within the modeling realm of educators. So I want to make sure I am very clear with that. Our collaboration is related to education, and SL Models and Talent Agency LLC collaborates as the head booking department for Cameo Models International, but we also have we are a booking agency. So anyone that may be seeing this video from that point of view, just be sure that your contracts are appropriated with the agency that you are working with. However, we are doing one piece of the work and Cameo Models is doing the other piece of the work, and therefore it will be the responsibility of the artist to be sure that they know whatever the responsibility is to Cameo Models, if there is a responsibility for that. We are landing clients already. I've been doing a little bit of research and lots of clients are coming with us, and we are looking for everything from swimsuit to there are some lingerie items out there as well. There are fashion designers, new fashion designers. We are also working collaborations with big agencies internationally now, to where we could bring international talent to SL Models and Talent Agency, but as well as we could bring our models and talent to the international related agencies as well. And we do have a third-party agreement with them on a non-exclusive basis, but is the responsibility of the artist to be able to pay the percentage to SL Models and Talent Agency, not the agency themselves. We don't work that way. We do not ask for half or a percentage or anything. It is the responsibility that if the artists want to expand their horizon, that they are going to invest in being able to expand their horizons, and therefore, legally speaking, as an agency, because you will be booked through SL Models and Talent Agency LLC, it is the responsibility of the artist to pay SL Models and Talent Agency LLC when it comes to the international bookings. But the percentages that go to those agencies, they have their contracts. That's how we have it set up, and it is extremely legal. It actually works great based off of the conversations that I've had, and it also correlates with everything that the federal, state, and local governments, and including international union laws, represent as well. So that's a little bit of more information to that. We are excited that we are in collaboration with Cameo Models. That is the one that we know that we are landed, and that Renee Lacey is working extremely hard to get the details together. Once that all happens, clients, I guarantee you, I will definitely start sending photos to you almost immediately. And just look out because we are doing it big. Renee Lacey, she loves to train new faces. Now, are we advertising that new faces are essential? One way, yes, and a big way, no. And the reason for this is because both Cameo Models and SL Models and Talent Agency LLC know that now it is essential to be ready. Clients are not looking for, they really don't care how somebody is educating somebody to get them ready. They are more concerned about, can we get a model that is ready to do what they are looking for? So, and that's where my job is. My job is to basically say, yes, this is what we have here available right now. They are ready to go, done, whatever. Now, whatever agreement that is associated between the artist and Cameo Models is with them, but as far as SL Models and Talent Agency LLC is concerned, everything legally, how it would be set up with us is it would be as if we are the booking agency for the division of Cameo Models, while Cameo Models is actually educating and bringing up workshops and showcases and things to really help the process. And to be very honest, I'm gonna say this. I hope this doesn't hurt your feeling, but booking should be number 5 on the list if you're starting up an education platform. Why is that? And this is why we have it. This is how it is at V-Smart, Vocational School of Models, Artists, and Radiant Talent. The first thing that, the second thing that happens, actually it's the third thing that happens. So the first thing that happens is you apply and see if we actually accept you or not into the school. Because even though you don't have experience, we need to know where to advise you to set you up. And if you're not even coachable, then you would definitely not want to do any other paperwork at all. So it's that. Once you get accepted, then you can do your financial aid. You are set up in the classes that you need to be in. You'll know your instructors before the classes. You get set up with your labs, your practicums are all set up, etc. Once that is done, the minute that you start your first practicum, then phase 3 happens, and that is the Career Center will be open to you to start developing your resume. So your resume and your portfolio starts to get built up, and then phase 4 is obviously your certification from V-Smart. And then phase 5 is when you actually have enough work, whether it's paid or not, from V-Smart, that you have a whole portfolio of work, you have a whole resume, you have a bio set up for yourself, that now you can actually go to the booking agency. So now it's not the school, it's not the Career Center, but it's actually the agency, meaning the employment agency that will take you and get you booked, do bookings for tours, whatever the case may be. So that is the process with V-Smart, and I really hope, and I'm be very honest, that any school out there that wants to expand their horizon and actually make this real, that you can do two things. The first collaborator happens to be Cameo Models International with host agent Renee Lacey. Okay. She's the executive director for her school and for her school that she's setting up to educate new faces in modeling industry, fashion, runway. I believe there's some acting going on in there as well. If not, then we could probably collaborate through V-Smart to have that option available. And then, from there on, we would like to actually negotiate, partner, and collaborate with other agencies in the same way. And I'm gonna stop saying agencies and start saying schools and educators. Why? Because the reality is, and this can be unfortunate or it could be fortunate. It just depends how you think. Okay. But in the thinking and the legalities of it, you're an educator, you're a coach, you are someone, if you have a curriculum and a platform, it could actually be schooling. So therefore, agents don't go to school. Their job is strictly to book. So I'm going to really just call this the executive director, host agent. And the reason we say host agent is because Renee Lacey, at the same time, while she has her separate thing going on, educating models and talent, she also does have the gift to be able to book talent, but it is Cameo Models' strength is to build up brands. So I want you to understand that if you're a new face and you are trying to make it out there, and yes, I'm going to use the word trying, because trying is the same thing as the possibility. You can either make it or you can break it, one way or the other, and it really depends on psychology number one, and that is your reaction and your thinking mode to what you want to do. Okay. Booking is very easy. I could sit there and send you out to whoever, but they're going to come back with a survey that says, well, this, and this, it's not working right. Just right from the photos that you would send me. And therefore, instead of me just sitting there writing notes and suggesting that you should go to school or whatever the case may be, I'm basically going to just send it to you hard cold. You can read it hard cold right from the client. And then you can communicate with me if you so desire of whether or not you want to actually, if you want to be educated, coached, or what have you. But if you're a new face in the industry, then you want to, in all honesty, you want to be coachable. If you want to give yourself a chance, because SL Models and Talent Agency, as well as, and this is why I like Cameo Models International, is that they're providing an opportunity for anyone, but in the education of it all, it's your true investment that's going to get you to the bookings, especially if you have no experience whatsoever. It's going to be kind of hard for me to win a college student, and the reason that I say that is this. Colleges already have their curriculum set up. Universities have their curriculum set up. So use musical theater as an example. When they get out of college, they have a portfolio. They've done all their recitals. They got a senior recital. They can give me everything that I would need. and then I can get them booked. They have their headshots, they have everything, okay? It is those who may not be able to afford, like, say, the college and the university levels, but think that they may have the ability to become a model or what have you. And therefore, and even in the universities, this is how V-Smart is going to be set up. We say that you have to be accepted. Why? Because there's at some point you have to know a little something. Otherwise, we're going to have to go right from the beginning. For example, if you're wanting to be a musician and you're trying to figure out why producers or songwriters are not collaborating with you correctly, and you find out, okay, this, and this. Now, you may have experience in what music theory is, and you could have the theory of music, but then when it comes to actually understanding the arts administration point of view or side of it, it is more or less you need to know the voice of the producer. So V-Smart has what we call a arts administration program, and you can take it in the focus. You can do up to 2 focuses at one time. But if you do up to 2 focuses at one time, you're not going to have a life for yourself. I'll be very honest. But you can learn how to be a producer. You can learn how to be a booking agent. You can learn how to be a tour manager. You can learn how to, be a songwriter and producer. You can, whatever the case may be. But you're going to be learning all of the entertainment law, the production, everything. It's like you're going to be learning it, and then you're going to be working with places that really need the help, that where you could actually gain the experience hands-on while also learning the thing in theory, okay? So in this case, it gets expensive. It's not going to be a cheap program. Like I said, per term, you're probably looking about between $8,000 to $12,000, and it can go up to $20,000 for a 6-month program, for sure, or a little bit over. And that doesn't include orientation fees, online fees. It's going to be set up as an actual online database school, vocational school, and you're going to have face-to-face training, practicums, labs, online classes, etc. in this program. So it's predetermined, it's already set up, and it's really ready to go. It only needs to get into Blackboard, and we're going to be getting enough applicants already that we will be able to pay for the Blackboard site. So now we can set all the classes up, and we're even going to be as nice as this. We have what the curriculums will look like, the syllabus should include. But the reality is we would like the instructors to create their own syllabus the way that they want, as long as it has the guidelines and principles of V-Smart in it. Okay, in other words, arts administration students may have a lot of trends papers that they would be writing, research papers. They will have at least one reset, what we call resets, like a recess trip, okay, which is where you can go to an agency or what have you and ask interview questions and things like that to get answers about what you need to know, and then you start writing your research paper based off of that. And it's also going to, when it comes to those who want to start a business. So you need to have a marketing plan, a business plan, a fundraising plan, etc. So you're going to learn how to build all those. Then you're going to be working with an entertainment-related business for a few practicums there, and illustrating how it is hands-on to actually work with an agency or work with a production company or a publishing company or what have you. Okay, so this program is very, very specific, and it does require you to have some kind of experience of a know-how to one extent, but that you can be educated. For example, we would like to have students who know English that can literally work through this. Therefore, if you're not able to compete and have a actual B+ average on English 101, you may have to retake that until you can get a B+ average English 101 course done. And then there will be like speech classes that you would have to take and things to that sort. So there are other requirements besides the core requirements of classes that you would need to do to know if you qualify to stay in the program. You have to have a B+ average in the core program to continue in. You would actually have to have a B average in all of your other non-core classes, which is English 101, English 102, research analysis and prepared trends, as well as 2 speech classes as well. When it comes to arts administration, that is. And then of course I think there's a business 101 as well that you would also need to study. And then you'll start focusing on your core and then getting into your practicum labs and things like that. But we're not even adding labs, practicum, or any other resources to this until you actually get all of your non-cores out of the way. And you can't overlap them. In other words, so you can't do English 101 and English 102 both in the same trimester. They have to be in a certain order. All right, so that gives you information about the V-Smart, SL Models and Talent Agency LLC, and our collaboration with Cameo Models International. Once I get more information, and I'm going to study what I have thus far, I will bring it to the attention to those of you on my YouTube channel. Now, Discover Me Showcase is $75 to register. It's $275 to actually compete. I'm not sure what the price breakdown is for non-members of Cameo Models International, but what I do know is the top price is $675 to compete and register. So what I'm going to try to do is see if within this collaboration that we can set up a membership with SL Models and Talent Agency that will be in a similar way, that perhaps, whether it be our signatory membership or something, that will be able to save you the $300 to be able to compete at $375. There is no promises right now, but it is an idea, and it hasn't been mentioned yet, so I won't go too far into those details. But it is $675 to compete unless you are a member of the Cameo Models International platform. Now, to become a member of SL Models and Talent Agency, SLMTA is a different segment in our signatories. So we have what we call personal signatories for our talents, and the membership starts around $50 per month. Okay, now this doesn't get you signed at all. This actually is a membership, like we could accept members actually even who are not interested in the entertainment industry at all. They are just supporting SLMTA as a whole, or they are becoming sponsors. Now, as far as models and artists are concerned, because of them actually being booked through the agency, we are actually going to slash it in half the membership fee. But you would have to be booked through the agency at least 3 times to get that membership. And what that does is it will save you $25. So then you pay a $25 monthly fee. And essentially SLMTA is going to develop its union by partnering with other different types of programs out there that are logistically perhaps other unions or other associations that are legalized to be able to do union type work. Okay, that's what this is very specifically stating. So, in other words, and I guess since I'm on this topic, I'll just bring it up. So, any person can join a membership of SLMTA for $50 a month. Okay? Or you can pay $500, save $100 up front, and you get 2 months free. You can also do that as well. And that would be your annual fee. Now we have levels. So the bronze level is $50. The silver level would be $85. The gold level would be $125, and then it would be $160 for our diamond level, and our platinum level would be $200 on a monthly basis. Now, I don't want this to be confused with, but I saw all these videos and it says that you don't have upfront costs. So let me just clarify an issue before the issue is even addressed. SL Models and Talent Agency LLC, okay, is a booking agency, so we do exactly what a booking agency is supposed to do. SLMTA signatories are going to be the beginning lines of what we are trying to develop. It's a similar scenario as to like how Vogue magazine was set up. We are going to develop memberships, business memberships, etc., to develop fashion line, fashion designers, etc., even including creators, like meaning jewelry and beauty products and things of that nature as well, will be in this. And there will be fashion weeks and things addressed with this particular program. So it is going to be probably one of the first national, meaning United States related industry magazine, in comparison to the fact that, of course, Vogue is in America, but are really actually doing business outside of America. Does that make sense? So, in other words, I would be doing the same thing that they are doing, but on a national basis for the United States of America. And we we have our membership types, and we also have agency membership types, like to become a signatory or a franchisee to SLMTA signatories. There are regulations, and I'm going to have them right here within the video, right underneath in the notes, because you need to know that information. And we do establish site visits as well. We want to make sure that you are legitimate, that you are bonded, that there are many different things that are going to require you to actually be a signatory. And then there are levels of memberships with that. But the initiation fee is $1,500. Your monthly fee or your yearly fee, excuse me, to signatory would be at minimum $1,000 or 10%, or it would be, I think I said 15%, something like that, of budget above $100,000. So if you're $100,000 or under, then you can actually, your initiation fee would be $1,000. All right, so that's basically how that goes. I'll explain more about that later in another video, possibly tomorrow. But so these are things that are not really related to the agency. The agency is still going to be doing its thing. It's going to be booking models and talent. That's what we are doing. But we have literally expanded. Well, actually, the industry is helping SLMTA to expand on its own before our very own eyes. So now we are trying to eliminate any possibility of fraud, scams, or anything, and therefore we are initiating these other programs that are they are connected to the agency, but they're not relevant. In other words, they're not relevant to us booking models and talent. Okay, so I don't want you to get that confused with anything. It's a whole separate thing. We're even going to be starting our, this is going to force us to do SLMTA casting agency, because we're going to be having our own actual Mozzafiato Italian style magazine, and I think that we have already mentioned that at one point, but not in any of the videos. And that magazine is going to have beauty products, going to have fashion designers, what they're doing next, fashion agencies, runway schools such as Cameo Models and International, etc. It's going to be all in there. There will also be what I call quarterly newsletters that will be in there. But when you're a member, you're going to get monthly or bi-monthly newsletters that will be generated. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very interesting. We try to keep our memberships as low and competitive because of the fact being that we see budget-wise and pandemic-wise that things are not necessarily the same as they were before, but at the same time, it is still something that is necessary to address, and that the investments, you know, we cannot ignore that investments are needed. So like and subscribe. and hit the notification bell. Again, if you're seeing this on Facebook, we would truly appreciate that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and actually like the video. If you have a comment on anything, or you're not sure about something, or that you're looking to talk about the entertainment industry as a whole, just holler at us at that comment down below. And we do have some interesting links to share with you via in our note tab. Until next time, have a blessed night. CEO and Executive Director Samuel Lombardo, let your light shine, unleash the artist within. The message from SL Models and Talent Agency LLC.